everyone, how are we doing? Hello Instagram, hello Facebook, hope we're all doing well. I'll give it a couple of minutes while you all come and join. Oh, it's still warm again today. I don't know quite what my hair's doing, but hope we're all good. I must find more hair clips. Hi sweetheart, how are you? Oh, right, we got a couple of people. I'll wait for a few more to join. If not, you can catch this later. It will be up on Instagram. I'll add it to my main videos, and of course it's always on Facebook. So yeah, here we go with a double stream. So today we are back with my second. I don't know how many more of these I'm going to do because I keep putting it out there for people to ask questions, and I've had a few but not many. But we'll see. Maybe I'll do another one. Maybe I'll do it nearer Christmas and we can do Christmas plus size stuff. Oh, thank you very much. I'm not too bad, just a little bit hot. I've just come off my first week's holiday from work. So yeah, feeling quite refreshed. If you've been following my social media, you'll know I've been a bit busy. I've been out seeing friends. I've been doing a photo shoot. I had to cancel this second photo shoot because it was just too hot. So yeah, hopefully that one will get rebooked. So yeah, sorry if my eyes keep darting. I am dual streaming again today, so we've got Instagram over here and Facebook over there. And yeah, I just wanted to come on and do another plus size clinic. Feel free to put questions. I've got my glasses on today so I can see you. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to come and, you know, just ask those awkward questions that nobody ever answers that I'm happy to do. So, that doesn't matter. So I've had a couple of questions. Like I said, I don't know how many more of these I'm going to do. I don't know if people want them. Hi, Amy. I don't know if people want them, if they don't, but I'm giving you the option. So this is my second plus size style clinic. And I've had 3 questions come in, 1 via Facebook and 2 via Instagram. And my other half, actually, the glamorous Griffin, who's not on screen with me today, actually asked a question as well. So I thought I'd answer the 4. So the first question I had was from a lovely lady, and I don't say who the questions have come from, but I will tell you the one that the Griffin came up with. So yeah, it was a lovely lady who messaged me and said, "Can you tell me how to minimise boobs in outfits? I'm fed up of feeling a bit booby." Yes, us plus size girls feel a bit booby. If you watched my latest Killstar haul video, you will have heard me go off on Killstar about boobs and what? Come on then. Sorry, we got a moaning cat. Yeah, you would have heard me go off. Hi Sammy. Heard me go off on Killstar a little bit about the fact that they are doing massive gaps in tops, and not all of us want our tits on show, basically. We're not all 20 years old with pert breasts, and I'm sorry, but as I've said about Killstar, I'm not going to make this about Killstar, but as I've said about them in the past, you know, their price point is so high that the younger ones can't really afford it, and those of us that can afford it find the outfits a little bit young. And currently I've had this big thing with a lot of their later drops, is that they are very boobtastic, if that's a word. There's a lot of open bodysuits, there's tops that don't do up fully, or they're just laced across. And for some of us, we can be very self-conscious about that kind of thing. But in general, with dresses as well, just from anywhere, I mean, this is a Killstar top. If I pull that down, it's not too bad. They've done quite a good neckline on this. But there are other ones that they do slip. They are quite big. They give big necklines. And because we're bigger girls, the minute you stretch, your boobs show. There's nothing we can do about it. So the answers. There's a few. 1, size up. Size is just a number when it comes to clothing. If anyone hasn't seen it, I cannot remember the name of the girl that did it. Go and look at a YouTube video. A young girl went round. I genuinely can't remember her YouTube handle. I'm so sorry, but she went round to in the UK, H&M, Topshop, Miss Selfridge, Primark, Next, New Look. It was about 7 or 8 high street places. And she basically bought a size UK 12 in a pair of jeans. She got identical jeans as best she could, same kind of fabrics, all in a UK 12. And when she measured them, there was this much difference in the waistband just being lead flat. So that's double the size. So you're looking at a good 8 inches, or between 6 and 8 inches of difference between one store to another with a waistband on a size 12. So it doesn't matter if you're a size 4, 12, 22, 32. It's just a number. So there's certain items that I will size up on. Skirts I will always size up on, because I know that if I don't, they'll stick to my belly. So when it comes to boobs, and we're going to use the word boobs because we can, you know, don't be afraid to size up in a top, because the tighter the top, the more stretch you have in the fabric, and the more you stretch the fabric, the less it's going to fit. We know this, so don't be afraid to size up. Other ways to not look so booby. I have mentioned before belts. Belts are a fab way of highlighting the narrowest part of the body, which for most of us, when we're plus size, is just under the boobs. But don't use too thick a belt or too tight a belt. Now, we all love the thick elastic belts, they're great. However, anything that goes in here pushes up here. So it's going to make you more booby. It's going to also stretch the fabric down again on your tops and push the boobs up. So everything is going to look more chest heavy. You will also find if you do want to wear a belt, don't wear it quite so tight. It doesn't make a difference. I mean, there's what, an inch, half an inch sometimes in the difference between one hole and the next. So maybe loosen the belt a little bit so as it's not pulling the dress so tight underneath. And stay away from the really thick belts, because the really thick belts, although they give you a great waistline, they push up the boobs. It's like wearing a corset. So just be careful of belt widths. Little skinny belts that are fabulous. I would say anything over 1.5 inches wide, you're starting to get into the area of pushing up the boobs and starting to look chest heavy. So belts, be careful of the width, be careful how tight you wear them, and don't be afraid to size up in tops. At the end of the day, no one walks down the street looking at the size of your clothes, do they? Nobody does. You don't go up unless they've got the label hanging out and then you have a quick peek. But in general, people don't come up behind you and check the labelling on your clothes. It's just goddamn clothes. So whatever you want to wear, you know, if you feel that it's too chesty or it's too stretched, just size up. You know, it's one of those things that no one checks the label, and if it bothers you that much, and I have it at work sometimes, if I've got a cardigan that's I've sized up because the arms are too tight, because I've got Betty Bingo wings, you know what it's like. If you size up, cut the label out. No one's going to know except you. Carry a pair of nail scissors like this in your handbag, and the minute you get on the bus home, you know, cut the label out. Just don't worry about what size the clothing is, worry about you, how you feel in the clothing and how you look. Other than that, there is another way. Now, this is something that I've learnt recently. Well, not recently, it's something I used to do as a kid. But I've only found recently that I can buy what I need. Now, I'm just realising that I'm being a bit of a... I'm kind of focusing here because it's the bigger screen. I'm not ignoring you, Facebook. I'm not, I promise. With some of the Killstar drops recently, they've been very gappy. Now, one of the dresses I bought was the Susanna sundress. I think it was called that, I can't remember. And it comes down here and then it's laced across. Now, I don't like, regardless of how pretty my underwear is, or whether it's just a plain black t-shirt bra, I don't like showing my bras. I'm in my 40s, I don't think it's a good look for me. It's not something I personally like to do. My underwear's for me, not anybody else. So I find having this big gap here where it's, you know, sometimes we've got big bits in our bras, sometimes they're not that great, sometimes they're funny coloured, who cares? But if you don't want to show it, I have found, now I know people are going to moan at me for this, but I really don't care. I have been shopping at Shein. I know there's controversy, I know that they steal designs. The things I have purchased, I have not found anywhere else, and believe me, I've been looking. So I have recently purchased, and I think I've worn them, so I think they're both in the wash at the moment, but crop tops, little thin strapped crop tops, like this kind of ribbed material, just plain, covers your bra, doesn't feel like you're showing your boobs off to the world, which is great. But what about when you're wearing velvet? Shein, up to a size 28 UK, which is a 24 US, do this one, which is black velvet. And under a velvet dress, yes, it's still a little bit plungy, but because this, let's be under no disillusion here, where that line goes across there is not going to fit the puppies. Let's be honest, it's not going to fit. So rather than have the plunging piece right down under my bra, I just pull it up, because at the end of the day, this is going to be covered by dress, so it doesn't matter. But what it means is you can wear velvet under a velvet dress without getting massively hot, because it's not that big. It's not that big. The back isn't very big. It's like, what, 4 inches deep? So you can wear that under the dress, still looks pretty, still velvet, may not be the same velvet, but who's going to notice? And because it's got a little bit of lace, it looks great. It looks really pretty. So, you know, wear crop tops underneath things. It's what I do. Especially when it's got the lacy bits at the front, because I do not like showing my underwear, and I do not like showing my boobs falling out. It's not my look. Some people like that, I don't. Not, you know, on other people it looks great. On me, it doesn't look so good. And, you know, if you're a little bit like me, where boobs are lopsided, one's bigger than the other, and I'm way too old for cosmetic surgery, let's be honest, I'm not in the mood for that either. You know, we're going to get to this point where, you know, sometimes you just want an extra coverage. So these little crop tops, I mean, this must have cost me about $5.99, and it's great. I've worn it, I've washed it, it's still perfect. So I have got a couple of, like I said, ribbed ones that are quite thin, but they do loads, so go and have a look. Bralettes are also a good thing, because they don't have, if you're like me and you wear an underwired bra, then bralettes are great because they're a little bit more fussy than the underwear I normally wear. I'll put it out there. I wear black plain t-shirt bras because they're moulded. You don't get nipple problems when it's cold. You know, it just fits. They feel nice. They feel supportive. That's my preference. So to chuck on a very thin lace bralette over the top that maybe covers or just makes you feel like you're not just showing your underwear to the world is a great way of wearing something under a dress. Primark sell them, Shein, even Wish sell them, and you're not taking money away from other designers, because at the end of the day, it's a bloody crop top that you can buy. The only thing is, those places do the bigger sizes. Also check out ASOS. They do some nice ones, but honestly girls, Shein has been my friend this summer. I will be doing a Shein haul at some point, because I've picked up some really nice pieces. Again, not pieces that I've seen anywhere else, so I'm not stealing from designers that I am aware of. If I have, then please let me know. But like I said, I've not seen these pieces anywhere else, and I'm a bit of an internet shopper. So yeah, to reduce the boobs, crop tops, size up. That's the best advice I can give you. If you feel something is too stretched over the boobs, too booby, too showy, size up in the boobs, because believe me, they never size up anywhere else. If you find that sizing up just makes it look too big and too baggy, size up, chuck a belt on it. It's a way through. It's a way through. So my next question, before I talk about boobs all day, is actually about legs. another one of my favourite subjects. So as you know, I am a thick-thighed girl. I have leg damage, I have reasons why I can't get to the gym, I've had a broken spine, you know, all these things that stop me being svelte and skinny and wonderful. But you know what, I'm me, so I have to deal with my body and love my body the way it is. And one of the other questions I received was around the good old-fashioned, everyone's embarrassing words, chub rub. Now, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's basically because we have thicker thighs, they rub together, they get very, very sore, very, very painful. Sometimes they bleed, it's sweaty, it's gross, it's horrible, and it hurts. Let's not forget that bit, it bloody hurts. Now, I suffer with burst veins in my legs, especially in my inner thighs, so anything that rubs or hurts or gets onto my thighs like that is a problem for me. So I have always stayed away from chafing creams, chafing powders, all that sort of stuff. And to be honest, in the heat, especially in the heat we've had over the last couple of weeks, I couldn't think of anything worse than sticking cream on my legs where I'm going to sweat, where I'm going to get hot, and praying to God that it does the job. So what do I use? Well, I would show you what I use on a regular basis, because they're amazing, and that is Snag Tights, basically chub rub shorts. That's what they call them. They are knee-length tights. They are the best thing I have ever come across for thighs that rub together. Now, I've always worn, yes, Sammy, I always wear tights. I've worn tights, and do you know what? I'm fed up. I've got legs, I've got beautiful tattoos, and I never show them. And the reason I don't show them is because chub rub in the summer. So even under a long skirt, it hurts. You know, you get all these problems. And the only thing I can't solve for you girls is shorts. Tiny little booty shorts, which I can't solve that one because I never wear them. I can't find anything that fits my arse, let's be honest. But chub rub shorts from Snag Tights, oh my God. They are 20 denier, I believe. They very rarely ladder. They have a comfortable seam that hits just above the knee. You can wear them below the knee, above the knee. They stretch, girls, in 4 directions. I'm not a walking advert for Snag, but if you've not tried them and you are struggling to find tights that fit, they are the bomb. They stretch upwards, widthways, and in both diagonals. They stretch and fit everybody, and they do sizes from kids' school tights right the way up to, I think, a size 38 is the biggest they will fit. Now, if that's not a good range of sizes, I don't know what it is. And don't think they're just for big girls. If you just happen to be 6'2" and have exceptionally long legs and you can't get tights past your knees, Snag Tights are the way forward. But yes, they certainly do rub shorts. Now, they come to the knee. They can be a little hot for the summer, certainly in that heat wave, but then, Christ, everything's going to be hot in that heat wave. But they help. They really help. You don't find soreness from wearing them. You don't find sweatiness from wearing them. They just fit really, really nicely. I guess... Yeah, exactly. Shop-bought ones come up to the knee and they don't go any further. Or the tops come up to your hips and it's like, where's the rest of it? Or they don't put enough space in the bum. I mean, come on, we plump girls, we got big butts and we need the tights to fit round them. So Snag Tights, if you are looking for a really good pair of snug shorts that you can wear under short dresses, you can pull them up. The leg seams stretch and they don't dig in, so they're not a set size. So you can pull them up, you can pull them down, you can wear them just below the knee, you can wear them wherever is comfortable. They do not roll up. I've tried it where I've just got a pair of tights and I've cut them off and they've rolled up throughout the day and I've ended up wearing hot pants and they weren't worth it. So Snag Tights are amazing. However, if you can't get Snag Tights, there is an alternative. Now, I cannot remember for the life of me where I bought these. I believe they were yet again another cheap shop online. I think they may have been Rose Gal. Now, I know someone's going to come and moan, oh, you're buying from these cheap shops that copy. Yeah, I am. Do you know why? Because I can't get what I need anywhere else. I have been to Yours Clothing, Marks and Spencer's, Primark. Nothing fits properly. Until I found these, and I'm pretty sure they were... Hi, Anne! I'm pretty sure they were from Rose Girl. Now, these are lace-topped cycling shorts, and they are deep-laced bottom cycling shorts. So, if I want to wear a nice dress, and I want to wear something a little bit different, I can wear these puppies, and they do just as good. So, because they have this deep lace, they don't cut in. The lace has a good amount of stretch to it, and I believe these cost me about £4, £4.99, something like that. These are a brand new pair. I haven't worn them yet. Oh, I lie. They're not from Rose Girl. They're from Boohoo. See, I do shop in other places. But they're really stretchy. They're cotton. They're thin. We can see how thin they are. You know, you can pretty much see my hand through there, let's be honest. But under a dress, if you were going out for the evening and you wanted something, and you know, if the wind blew, you didn't necessarily want people to know you were wearing cut-off tights, something like this is an amazing alternative. I'm not sure how, I can't remember the last time I wore a pair like these. I know I do have them. And I can't remember how much or how low the lace comes, but these are an alternative option. And again, Boohoo go up to decent sizes. It's worth looking into, and I don't think they were that expensive. I can't recommend personally any powders, silicone powders, chub powders. I know people use deodorant. I don't know. I've never personally tried. My skin is so funny at the best of times. I don't want to put extra stuff on it as much as possible. So I find snag tights or pretty cycling shorts, and there are ways of getting them. They're not your normal sports shorts unless that's what you want, but little pretty things. I quite happily wear this under a Killstar dress with a bit of lace at the bottom, quite happily, and go out for the night. And if someone sees them, who cares? It's just, you're not showing them your thong, are you? Anyway, so yeah, if you're worried about thighs and the heat, snag tights I will always recommend. Alternatively, look at somewhere like Boohoo, who has the shorts with the lace. They do come in other colours for those of you that are not like me and live in black. So you can find other things to wear as well, different colours, and they do amazing sizes. What else? What was the third question? The problem is the questions are on my phone. So the third question was tops, bottoms. I had 4, didn't I? The third question, I remember what it was. How to have confidence in different outfits. This is a really hard one to answer, and I've been racking my brain trying to think what to say. I don't have the confidence everyone thinks I have. I've gained confidence, certainly by talking to you guys and being on social media more, coming out and doing live videos. I've definitely gained more confidence. But I'm not always confident in everything I wear. I mean, the Griffin will tell you, I ask him probably 7 or 8 times, do I look okay? Is this all right? Is my hair all right? Does this look too tight? And he is honest. If he thinks an outfit doesn't work, he will tell me. And that is the best thing you can have. Somebody who is honest, whether it's a best mate, a child. Children are always honest. Especially when it comes to things like that. Does my bum look big in this? No, it's just your ass, love. You know, the kids will tell you. So if that's all you've got to rely on, ask a child. Does this make me look fat? Believe me, if they tell you yes, then they're being honest about it. They won't love you any less. But significant other, they will always tell you the truth as well. They don't want to go out with you feeling really self-conscious or anything like that. So they will always tell you if something doesn't quite work. They don't have to be a fashion guru to tell you if something looks right or not. They may not know what's wrong with the outfit, but they'll be able to tell you it's not quite right. Who else can help? A best mate. My best mate is one of the most brutally honest people in the world, and she will quite often tell me, no, you're not going out like that. So, you know, a best mate is something that's good. And the other thing, avoid mirrors. Avoid mirrors. Don't stand in front of a mirror looking for your faults. Now, as you know, I did, or most of you probably are aware of by now, I went and did a modelling photo shoot. Yes, doing it for the chubby bitches. Did a modelling photo shoot on Monday. Was it Monday? No, it was Tuesday. See, I've been off work. I don't know what day it is. And I was sent the photos unedited. Crystal was an amazing photographer. She made me feel great. She kept telling me how great I looked, and I saw the photos and I went, oh God. All I could see was stomach and the fact that my skirt was tight, and because I've got a double belly rolls, you could see that, and that's all I focused on. And I went through the photos and I'm like, there's probably only about 3 here I actually like. And believe me, she sent me unedited 592 photographs, and I could only find 3 that I liked. So I took a break. I took a break from looking at myself, from analysing the photographs, from staring at all the bits I didn't like, whether it was my eyeliner was running, or my double chin was in the way, or the angle didn't look right, or I felt like I was sneering, because I don't smile. I'm not a smiley person. And I stopped looking at my fat arms, and I stopped looking at my belly, and thought, you know what? I have just put myself out there in 34-degree heat. I only asked once for a break because I was so damn hot that I needed to get out of the sun. And the second time I asked if I could sit down rather than stand, because as Paige would tell you the night before I went over on my ankle in platform boots, it was not pretty. And my ankle was killing me, and I just said, look, can we just do some on the bench for a while? And she was great about it. You know, she wasn't, kept asking me if I wanted a break, and I'm like, no, let's just get on with it. But when I saw the pictures, I was like, I can't do this, I'm no good at it. All I just look like a fat blob. And I picked out the next day a few, or later on, I think it was later on in the evening, because I came home and I went through them all. And I picked out 1 or 2, and put them on Instagram. Oh my God. Crystal had sent me an edited picture, and I picked the one I liked out of the 3 and put it on Instagram, and I've got nearly 200 likes. That is probably the biggest likes I've had of a picture on a single thing. And it wasn't just, oh, look at me, I've got likes on Instagram. It was the comments, you look amazing, you look great, you look fabulous. Nobody was saying to me, oh, we can see your belly, oh, your arms look big. Oh, it was all, you look amazing, you look fabulous. And I thought, you know what, if complete strangers that I hardly know, because let's be honest, on my Instagram I probably physically know 10% of you, maybe. What am I on now? Over 1,100 followers. So what's 10%? 110. No, I probably don't even know that many of you. I probably physically know 50 or 60 people on my Instagram that I can say I've met in person and spoken to. But I was getting message after message after message, direct messages, people telling me how I've helped them just ignore their post-baby tummy and just go out there and be themselves. And it gave me such a lift that I thought, you know what? Fuck it. This is me, this is how I look, and I am so damn proud of myself for standing in front of a camera for hours. Sorry, excuse me, I just burped. Didn't mean to do that. Bear with. Oh. I'm so damn proud of myself for standing there in 2 different outfits, in the middle, I might add, of Colchester, with a walkway through where we were going. So all these random people were staring at me and watching me from all ages, from tiny little kids walking through with their parents to OAPs going for their morning coffee at the cafe. And it was like, I'm just getting smiles. And a lot of the time, obviously, I'm focused on the photographer and what we're doing. But when I looked up, people were smiling, and I was getting comments of how good I looked. And even Crystal said to me at the end of it, you know, that you've had so many nice compliments on how you look. And I'm like, really? Because all I feel is fat. And she's like, no, you look amazing. And I couldn't see it. I genuinely couldn't see it. And as I've looked at the photos, I've thought, so what? This is me. This is what I look like. If you don't like it, don't look at it. But why should everybody who has a photograph done of them look perfect? Why should our makeup be immaculate like we've been practicing for 15 years and had, you know, somebody teach us what colours go with what? Why should our hair be perfect? Why should our bodies be skinny and amazing with, like, you know, 0.5% body fat? We're all different. If everyone in the world looked the same, we'd all be bloody boring and we'd all be clones. So this last week has taught me, fuck it. Fuck what other people think. And yeah, I'm going to swear Instagram, I really don't care. Fuck what other people think. If you're happy, you're comfortable, and you're out there rocking it, and I'm not going to say living your best life because I friggin' hate that comment. You got one life. That's it. You know, just go out there and do it. If you want to wear the skirt, do it. I wore in one of my photo shoots, and that skirt was split right up. I'm glad I sewed it. I'm glad I sewed it to the knee, because for me it was uncomfortable. It was literally right up to the pants line. That's not a look for me. But if you're 6'2" and you're tiny, it's probably an amazing look for you. It wasn't for me, so I adjusted something. Clothes don't fit everybody the same way. Clothes on a hanger are going to look 20 different ways on 20 different people, and it could be the same item of clothing in the same size. It's how you style it, you fit it, how your body fits it. You can get 12 girls. There's a picture on the internet, I will find it if I can and post it up. There's a picture going round about of, is it 10 women? All in their bras and pants, all different sizes, all different shapes, all different widths, whatever you want to call it, and they all weigh exactly the same. It's a number. Clothes sizing is a number. Why should we have to conform? Why should we? If we were all the same, we'd all wear the same glasses, we'd all have the same hair colour. Wouldn't life be miserable? And like I said, nobody checks your clothes sizes. They go, wow, she looks good. Or, maybe that could be done better. But again, that's down to personal preference. So the only thing I can tell you about having confidence in your outfits is to just be yourself. If you are comfortable and you are happy in what you're wearing, fuck anyone else and what they think. Who are they anyway? If they make a comment about, how can I put this? You're going to work, okay? You've got on a pair of shoes, ankle boots, whatever. Pair of tights, pencil skirt and a black blouse. If your blouse is a little bit tight, who cares? As long as it's not gapping open and you're flashing your boobs in work, you know. But if it's a little bit stretched, who cares? Do you care? Obviously not, because you're wearing it. But what should somebody else's comment on a bus or at a bus stop or walking past go, looking at that? You will always be fabulous. They will always be a dickhead. Nobody is perfect all the time. Even celebrities have their off days. We've all looked in the magazines. We've all seen them when one minute they're looking fabulous and the next minute they're looking like they've been on crack for 3 days and not slept for a week. It happens. Not everyone is always on it. Not everyone is always fully dolled up just to go and put the milk bottles out. You know, just do whoever you are that day and how you feel. I've got a chin. I hate this part of my face. I hate it. This part of my face isn't too bad. This bit, I hate it. Nothing I can do about it. It's how I'm born. Yes, I can lose weight. This doesn't particularly shrink much. I could lose weight. My arms don't shrink. I could lose weight. My hip size doesn't shrink. My hip fat might, but the size of my hips don't change. The broadness of my shoulders here, that's where my bones are. That's not going to change just because I lose weight. I'm me, and how I carry myself, how I hold my head up when I go outside, that's confidence. To turn round and tell anyone who makes a comment, I did it yesterday in Bristol, go fuck yourself. You know, if you want to laugh at me because I'm wearing what makes me feel good, which happened to be a pair of leggings and a t-shirt yesterday, and I got comments about it, what was he? Some spotty little 18-year-old trying to make himself look good in front of his mate? So what? I told him to go fuck himself in front of his dad. You know, it's who cares? They will continue their lives not giving you a second thought, so why should you give them a second thought? And it's hard, don't get me wrong, it's bloody hard. It has taken me 40 odd years to realise that other people's snide comments may piss me off, and they may get me down, and they may annoy me, and they may knock my confidence that little bit and go, oh, shit, maybe I shouldn't have worn that today. But do you know what? They're going to carry on their lives, and they're going to find someone else to make a comment about, and maybe she is size 10 and perfect boobs and perfect butt and little hot pants, and maybe they leer at her like some pervy bloke. Doesn't affect you. You can still carry on, eat that cake, eat that chocolate, because they've gone. Bye. Bye, Felicia. You know, off you go. No one can give you confidence except yourself. And holding your head up, telling people to piss off, even if it's only in your head, believe me, does wonders. But at the end of the day, they will keep walking past, and it's a moment, it's a second, it's a comment, it's whatever. You might probably never see that person again. That kid that commented at me yesterday, I couldn't even tell you what he looked like. I could tell you he was wearing a white top, that's about it. Oh, and the fact that he was a dickhead, that's the only other thing I can tell you. But he might remember what I look like. He might make another comment to his mate today about it. But I'm not there to hear it, so I couldn't care less. If we sit there and we listen to everything that everyone says to us that's negative, or every rough comment that we get, we'd never leave the house. So, 6 letters, 2 words, fuck it. Just go and do you. Be whatever you want to wear that day. I've gone from wearing Victoriana style jewellery and outfits in a photo shoot to looking like a tomboy yesterday in new rocks and leggings and a t-shirt and a cropped hoodie, because that's what I felt like wearing. Not everyone will like it. I don't care. I felt good. Okay, Sammy, see you later, sweet. So the only person who can give you confidence is you. And the only other thing is, don't look at yourself for too long. If you can stand in a mirror and within 3 seconds go, yeah, that looks good, leave it. Don't stand in front of the mirror going, it looks good, but. If it looks good and you go, it looks good, walk away. Don't sit there and pick the faults. Other people will always do that for you. You don't need to do it yourself. Let them just disappear into the background. You own your outfit, you own your hairstyle, you own your tattoos, your piercings, whatever you do, go for it. You know, I can't teach you confidence, I can teach you the tricks. Don't look at yourself in shop windows as you walk past. Don't look, just stop looking. Hold your head up high and don't let the buggers get you down, because they're not worth it. They will carry on into the sunset, living their lives, doing what they want, continually being dickheads. Let's be honest. Whereas you can carry on with your day, doing what you want to do, whatever makes you happy, go home, come back, take your bra off, put on your pyjamas and sit and watch Netflix. And where are they? Being dickheads. That's all you've got to remember. You're you. Wear what you want, wear it how you want to wear it, and just have the confidence to keep that chin up. And if anyone really starts having a go, just blow them a kiss, because it worked wonders. They kind of get really embarrassed and run away like the little idiots that they are. So try it. 3-second mirror look. Check, check. Does it look alright? Yeah, off you go. Don't keep searching in the mirror. Don't look at yourself in shop windows as you go past, because believe me, most of them beveled and there's not a good angle for anybody. And fuck it. That's the other thing. Don't let anybody ruin your day for a comment that's thrown away that they'll forget about in 10 seconds time. That's all I can give you, really. So question 4, before I run out of time, because I like to waffle, we know what it's like. Question 4 actually came from the Griffin. And he said, here's a question for you. How do you grow old alternative? And I think what he meant by that was, how do you not look like mutton dressed as lamb? or the other way round. I don't know, I can never remember which way that phrase goes. I see a lot of old women, especially women, sometimes men, who get it wrong. And I'm not saying I can fix all the fashion faults. I'm not a guru. I have common sense. There are a lot of women who have an aesthetic growing up and they stick with it. The mini skirts. There comes an age in every woman's life where the length of the skirt just needs to come down a bit. It doesn't have to be down to your ankles. It doesn't even have to come to the knee. But showing your arse, no. Just no. Tops, again, less is more. Let's grow old. You can grow old disgracefully while still being classy. And I think that's the difference. There are certain times where you have to let the boob tubes go. You have to let the micro mini skirts go, the hot pants go, and just think a little bit more about what would my child think, what would my granddaughter think, what would I think about seeing someone else dressed at my age like that. And I'm not saying censor yourselves, I'm not saying, you know, don't go out and be you, because believe me, I'm going to be rocking this for quite a while yet. But there's ways of being age appropriate with your looks. Like I said, I'm in my 40s now. I don't show my boobs, I don't show my butt, I don't show my legs particularly often. I do now a bit more. I've got chub rub shorts from Slack Tights. Shameless plug. But yeah, there comes a time where you just lower the skirt levels, you heighten the neckline slightly. It doesn't stop you being you, it just enables you to be a little bit more classy and leave the... I don't know how to put it without somebody saying I'm being rude, but put the slutty looks, leave it to the Instagram 20-year-olds. As we grow older, we don't need to show everything we've got, because we are wise old women, we are experienced, we have been round the block several times with, you know, every trend that's been out there. I mean, Christ almighty, if I have to sit and watch another neon trend come through, I think I might actually shoot myself. But we don't... I will come back to you, sweetheart. I have seen your question. It's... lost my train of thought now. No, there are ways of doing it with class rather than trash. There comes a time where the ripped t-shirts, not the beautifully done t-shirts that are all t-shirt knotted. I've seen those done. They can look amazing. I'm talking about the ones where you just rip it and you don't care, or you can see your bra, or class it up. As you get older, you can still be alternative. If any of you do not watch Jane, she is Purple Jane W on YouTube. That is one alternative lady and very much in the class factor. I think Jane is in, I believe, well, I know she's in her 50s. I don't know her exact age. I believe she's in her 50s. I'm pretty sure she is. She is an elder goth. She rocks the skinhead. She rocks the mohawk. She rocks the big fabulous makeup. She rocks the alternative lip colours. She rocks every outfit she puts on and looks amazing because she does it in a very classy way. She doesn't have the boobs on show. She doesn't have the short skirts with everything on show. She's got a very slender figure, which I'm quite jealous of, Jane, if you're listening, quite jealous. She does have a very slender figure. She looks amazing in everything she wears, but she does it with class. And if there are ladies out there who are older than me, wanting to find an icon to look up to in the alternative world, not necessarily plus size, but kind of looking for ideas. If you are plus size, I can always try to help. But please, if you go and look for Purple Jane W on YouTube and Instagram. I can't remember what her handle is on YouTube, but she is fabulous. She looks amazing, and she will rock tattoos. She's got a big chest piece here. And like I said, she just looks phenomenal because she does it with a little bit of class. And that is the way to stay alternative. As you grow older, you don't have to go out there and show off the boobs like you did when we were all 18, 19 and had figures. You know, you can do it and still look alternative, still look amazing, still look the most alternative person out there if you just class it up that little bit. And it's about how you pair things together. I've always lived by the rule, you never show breast and leg, not at the same time. So if I have got a slightly lower top on, or I've got a crop top with a mesh top over the top, I've got long legs. Long legs? I wish I had long legs. I've got a long skirt or a long dress. If my shoulders and chest is exposed in a dress, if anyone saw my Instagram outfit for the Tuesday night with the cross-backed dress, so my back was out a bit, but the dress was floor length. I never show too much skin, so I wouldn't go out in a top that was like the dress and a short skirt or shorts. I would wear a long skirt. If the top's covered, if I want to get my legs out, then the chest is covered. Example, play suits. Don't think you can't wear them just because you're plus size. I wore one the other night. It was mid-thigh. I had tights underneath it, but it was mid-thigh and the neckline was up here. I don't show breast and leg at the same time. It just keeps everything that little bit more classy, little bit more elegant. And we can leave it to the youngsters, you know, they can show off the skin and do what they want. As we grow older, we kind of need to just dial it back a little bit. You can still have all your piercings, your funky hair colours, all of that kind of stuff. But when it comes to clothing, just reel it in a little bit. And again, if you do have children, grandchildren, just look at them and go, what would their parents, you know, if they weren't my kid, what would they think? Are they going to be embarrassed when I turn up to the school nativity that they're in, dressed like that? Well, maybe wear your mesh top with your crop top and whatever, but pair it with trousers rather than a short skirt. Or wear a long floaty dress and maybe have your shoulders exposed rather than having shoulders and knees and everything else. There's ways of doing it, and it's just little adjustments that make sure your outfits age with you and not against you, which is always a problem when you're in the alternative scene, because believe me, Killstar are definitely upping the ante on the boob and showing everything off at the moment. And as I did say I wasn't going to make this about them, but I've called them out on it already. The price points that they set are for people my kind of age that have the money, or 30s upwards, and yet their styling seems to be 20 and under. So yeah, there are ways of doing it. Just keep it classy. Maybe not go so much for the what's the word? I don't want to say childish, because that's wrong, because you can do whatever you like. I don't know what I was going to say. It's gone. It was there and then it went. But again, classing it up. You don't have to have everything on show to still be alternative and to still rock it when you're getting a bit older. So that was my 4 questions. If you have got anything else you'd like to ask, please do. I'm just going to pop back to Instagram. So do the Chub Rub tights roll at all? No, they don't. So the Chub Rub tights from Snag have a wide hem at the bottom, so it's a bit like the top of a pair of tights, but because they're Snag and because the fabric that they use stretches in 4 ways, you don't get that roll. So it doesn't want to not stop stretching lengthways, so it rolls up. It stretches in 4 directions, so when it's around your leg, and I've got really chunky thighs, they stay put. They also have, they're not all can't remember what I was going to say. I just can't remember how to put it. The seam between the band at the bottom and the actual fabric isn't done so as it cuts in either. It stretches with the fabric, so however wide your legs are or however narrow, it will work with you. But no, the Chub Rub shorts from Snag are absolutely amazing. They do them in black and they do them in Dead Guinea Pig, or as they like to call it, nude. So yeah, they are fabulous and I swear by them. I will say in the recent heat wave they were still hot and I could not wait to get them off. But you know, that's the way it's going to be. That's the way it's going to be, unfortunately, with tights and anything in these stupid heat waves that we keep getting. But yes, I can recommend Snag tights. They have at the moment as well an offer, because they've obviously lost a lot of business through COVID. They've got an offer as well. You can buy a voucher and then in November you can claim it and you will get a 2-for-1. So I think you pay $7.99 and they send you a little voucher code and you can get 2 products for that $7.99 of anything you want in November. So that's worth doing as well, just to keep them in business. They were a little Kickstarter company and they have just grown to the point where I don't think the woman that runs it can keep up half the time. But they are fabulous. Everything comes up beautifully packaged. They are just amazing. It's Snag tights we're talking about, Charlotte. They are fabulous. I've been talking about their chub rub shorts for us bigger ladies. But yeah, they do them in nude and they do them in black. I haven't seen them in any other colours yet, but I'm sure when they come back that will change. So if you are a lady with darker skin, I know that they do darker normal tights, and they do quite a few different colours in normal tights, from exceptionally pale up to beautiful chocolate toned skin tones. So they may change with the chub rub shorts as well, I don't know. But at the moment, nude and black, and believe me, they are worth every penny. Yes, they are ladder resistant. I actually have a hole in one of my pairs from my photo shoot the other week where I put my nail, last week where I put my nail through them, and they've laddered upwards but not downwards, and they're still great. I've not had any problems. I think only, which pair was it? I think I've had one pair of the vanilla coloured 15 denier tights, and they did ladder, but it was after about the 6th wear and wash, which for 15 denier tights is amazing. So yeah, Charlotte, Snag tights all the way, definitely the best in the world. The other company I have been made aware of, who I do own tights from, but I've put them away safe and can't find them now, and I really wanted them the other night to go in my play suit, is Pamela Mann, which is M-A-N-N. Again, haven't personally tried them. I've bought them, I haven't tried them. But Pamela Mann is another one, again, about the same price point. They do different styles. She does the ones that look like black stockings and then have the suspender look to them, but they're actually tights. And that's what I bought a couple of pairs of, because Snag don't do that type yet. And I wanted them to have that look under a play suit. But I've put them away somewhere really safe and I don't know where I've put them. So whilst I'm off work this week, I'm going to go out and hunt for them, and I will let you know. I'll wear them and let you know what they're like. So that's it. Unless you have any last you need that review, I will do my best. If you have any more plus size queries or fashion queries, then let me know. Like I said, this is my 2nd clinic. I'm happy to do a 3rd if the need is there. I might leave it a couple of months and see what happens. Maybe I'll do one around Christmas, leave it 4 months, who knows. But in the meantime, never be scared to drop me a question, never be scared to slide into my DMs. I'm on Twitter. You know, anything you want, just send me a message. I'm happy to help. And if I feel it deserves a full video, then it will get its own video. I'm about to run out of time because obviously Instagram only gives me an hour. So I'm going to call it a day. Thank you ever so much to the wonderful ladies who sent their questions in. I hope that there's been some information there for you. I hope that it's given you some ideas. And, you know, just at the end of the day, just be yourself, be you. And if anyone puts you down or whatever, just remember they have their own little sad life to lead. You have a fabulous life to lead. So you lead that one and leave their pathetic little questions and comments and issues where they belong, away from you. So I'm going to say goodbye and I will catch up with you later. Watch out for a few more videos dropping this week, as I've got a few sneaky ones to try and slide in before I go back to work. But until then, as always, you beautiful lot, just do you. See you later.